My sister is a 20 plus year classroom teacher veteran, and she's on the verge right now of transitioning into a principal position. So, we've been chatting a lot about how school principals are kind of the ultimate middle manager. They directly lead those who serve the customer, students, and parents, while reporting to the executives who sit in district offices, often pretty removed from the daily classroom experience. We were talking about this one local principal who walked into a failing school. I mean, he was the fourth principal in 4 years. They could not keep teachers. Morale was in the basement. Cynicism was sky high. And just 4 years later, there were students winning national awards. The teacher retention rate was higher than it had been in recent memory. And an Arizona Teacher of the Year even walked out of that building just 4 years later. So, what changed? There was no funding windfall. This is a public school, after all. The teacher workload didn't really change, and the student population didn't really change. So, what could a single leader bring to the table that would influence that much of the outcome in such a short period of time? His people leadership skills. Because let's be real, employees do not experience the company on a day to day basis. They experience their manager's tone, clarity, consistency, follow through, or, the lack of it. Studies show that managers are the operational layer of burnout prevention because relational detachment is the strongest predictor of employees quitting due to burnout. And relational detachment is first felt and then reinforced at the manager level. Well, I have been raising four kids through the public school system. I've watched my sister's career and how she manages her managers. Now, my sister has taught everywhere. She was in Uganda with the Peace Corps. She's taught at the elementary school on the Havasupai Reservation at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. She's taught at a Hebrew academy. She's taught at inner city failing schools and high performing prep schools. One constant through it all, her relationship with her manager, her principal, determined how much impact she could have and how long she could sustain that impact. When the relationship worked well, even moderately well, she raised math scores exponentially and she sustained that impact no matter what school she was at. When that relationship was not working well, she still raised math scores a lot and then she left, taking her impact with her, just like most salaried adults in America. We have a study published in 2025 that proves out that old adage that people don't quit jobs, they quit managers. 47% of the people in the study that were quitting cited, well, loved their job, but not their manager. And on the flip side, 45% of those who decided to stay for another year cited a good relationship with their manager. When middle managers have the skills and the resources that they need, they're able to stabilize frontline employees and executives, and strategy is able to be executed powerfully. When these middle managers are under resourced and overwhelmed, then it's a daily experience at all levels of just putting out fires over and over and over again. If we want employee engagement to turn up and burnout to turn down, we have to start where the leverage is, which is why I created the Manager Skills Lab. It's this hands on practical training that teaches the necessary communication skills, as well as teaching the managers how to connect their daily work with their sense of purpose. It also provides space for them to practice these new skills, fail safely, learn from it, and try again. The skills get into their bones as an experiential practice. The result is greater relational connection, which is the primary influence over key talent retention. Recently, I chatted with Jimmy Hartz, the principal from the beginning, who turned an entire team around based solely on his people leadership skills. He says the magic lies in the daily handshakes, the eye contact, setting clear expectations with respect, intentional connection. Our middle managers right now are creating our future intentionally or unintentionally. What could change for your organization if your middle managers were trained to create connection and engagement sustainably, and on purpose. Because right now, they are determining whether your highest performers stay or take their experience, their impact, and your institutional memory somewhere else. And not based on compensation, not because of workload, because of connection. What kind of future will your organization experience? Let's create it by design rather than default.